Hey guys, my name is Jim Nelson with the Nelson Riddle team at Coldwell Banker West in Coronado, California. It's the middle of September and it is the absolute quintessential day in Coronado, a sunny beachside town, sunny and 70 degrees today. I was recently asked to relate my origin story, if you will, about how I got into real estate. And 13 years ago, I was involved in my first transaction. And I'd actually been licensed for an entire year before I got into this sale. And that first year in real estate, I didn't make one sale. And it might seem embarrassing to admit that now, but in retrospect, there was a lot of things about that first year that paved the way for my later success. After partnering with the iconic Debbie Riddle of Lee Mather Company, I was involved in a transaction, my first sale again, as I mentioned, on the absolute front of Coronado's Bay, overlooking downtown San Diego. A $4 million sale, and at the time, I couldn't even have imagined selling a condo for $300,000, let alone a $4 million waterfront property. Well, as it would happen, we're going through the transaction, and Debbie, my mentor and kind of an iconic figure here in town, you know what? She had a trip that was planned and it couldn't get moved. And she left town and of course didn't bring me with her, but she said, Jim, I'm leaving town for a week and I need you to do your best to keep this sale on the right track. And wouldn't you know it, but things were starting to fall off the rails right as she was leaving. What I didn't know at the time was just how tenuous such a situation was, or how tenuous the situation was, and how close our client, the buyer, was to canceling this escrow, this beautiful waterfront property. I took the opportunity not to try and hard sell this client, but rather give her some space to think about what she truly wanted in her life and what she hoped for her family's future with this home. And it turned out that that was the right call. By not pressing, by not pushing, I let her remind herself why it was she was in escrow in the first place. And we managed to keep that sale together, despite all the pressures being applied to us by the listing agent who wanted performance. I should say, shielded the client, tried to act as a filter, not a conduit, and protected her from some of the drama that was happening around that transaction. It gave her the time, the space, and the headspace to remember why she was buying the home. And we ended up closing escrow. That was my first sale, $4.2 million. And my fee on that was half my salary for the previous year. And it was a perfect beginning to my career in real estate, now going on for 13 years. So it's been 13 years since I closed on that very special transaction, my first sale. And there's things that have changed in that time, and there are things that have stayed fairly consistent. And technology is always changing, of course. How we deliver content to our clients, how we share different homes or practices. More recently, everybody knows COVID happened in 2020, and there was a huge change, a ground movement, if you will, towards virtual in our real estate business. But the reality is that while tactics may have changed and technologies continue to evolve, and of course we adopt to those as necessary, the core business of real estate is about connecting with people, learning about what their wants and needs are, and figuring out what they want, or maybe what they don't even know they want, and delivering that to them in a way that makes them feel good about the process, makes them feel like they're a part of the process. Because at the end of the day, I'm a tour guide, if you will, in a person's transaction in their life, and I'm helping them locate or write an offer or choose a community that's going to have a huge impact on a good portion of their lives, whether it's a vacation home, a full-time residence, if they're a first-time buyer. This is going to dominate a lot of the space in their life. And so it's extremely important that we understand who our clients are, what they want, and sometimes what they don't even know they want. People are constantly bringing up new tools, new recommendations to me, whether they're buyer clients, seller clients, what have you. There's so much information that's out there, freely, readily available. And the reality is people are drowning in information, but they're starving for wisdom and real life experience. And that is why you want to partner yourself with somebody who has done this not just once or twice in their life, but hundreds of times. And ChatGPT might have an answer for you, and it's going to be completely devoid of somebody who's actually been through the experience 100 times. That's why you align yourself with an excellent real estate team who has the additional resources that they can put to use to your benefit every time. A perfect example of this are some of the online estimates that people find on those websites that we all know what they're called. Those estimates are oftentimes completely inaccurate. Buyers and sellers look at those as earmarks for what the value of their home is or what the value of the property is that they want to buy. But oftentimes they don't take into certain nuances about a neighborhood that can dramatically affect a property's value, maybe up to 50%. Having somebody in your corner that understands the difference between a home that's on the water and a home that's across the street from the homes that are on the water makes a big difference in how you would approach a potential purchasing or selling opportunity. If you're a buyer in today's market or an investor looking to find a home or an investment property that's perfect for your needs, what are the challenges that you might be facing in today's market? Well, you might hear real estate agents talk about inventory. And what does that even mean? Well, what it means is we have not enough homes for the amount of demand that is currently in today's marketplace. There are more people that want to buy than there are homes for sale, and that's what inventory comes down to. That's the biggest challenge that our clients as buyers have in today's market. Now, of course, that presents an opportunity for us as agents to present our value. And what is that value? Well, it's knowing the exact perfect home for your needs. And of course, we go back to what are the things that you want and need in a home, and what are the things you don't even know you want or need in a home. And being able to bring you an option that maybe you didn't think of is critical in today's environment. The other crucial piece of information that most agents won't tell you about is our connection with other realtors. This is huge. We can only list and sell so many properties ourselves. We have to leverage the rest of the realtor community and the inventory or the homes that they're going to bring to the market and know about it before they hit, so that we can leverage that knowledge, that opportunity for our buyer clients. In any changing real estate market, there's going to be challenges that sellers face. Sellers are often slower to adapt to the price changes, especially when those price changes might be flat or sometimes even downward. It's really important that you as a homeowner are able to trust the team that you hire to sell your house. It's my job as a realtor to showcase the total value and unique opportunity that your home presents to the buyer pool that's out there. But also realizing that we're in a shifting environment and buyers' perceptions may be changing on a daily basis. So those are some of the challenges that sellers have. Of course, if you still need to buy after selling your home, that brings us back to the challenges that buyers have, and we've discussed that already. Here in Coronado and San Diego, as agents that don't just work here, but also live and play in these communities, we always know what's on the forefront of the market and what's changing in real estate across the county of San Diego. Whether it's the Gaylord Hotel in Chula Vista or the IQHQ tech campus that's being built downtown, the type of knowledge that we carry is truly an example of the value that we bring to every one of our clients who's looking to buy or sell in San Diego and Coronado.